Wondering how to break into the luxury market? Today I'm going to share with you the best practices from the best agents in the entire country. Sometimes I get the same questions from agents over and over again. One of the biggest questions that I always seem to get is, how do I move into the luxury market? Or if you're already at a place, how do I move into a market that moves my average sales price higher? What I want to do today is I want to share with you some steps that I've seen with top producers all over the country that they do on a daily basis, really, to move into a higher price point consistently. The first thing they do is they make sure that they get very targeted with the area they want to address. You've got to kind of you've got to look and see, now is this, I want to be in our area, Gulfront, or do I want to be in a certain neighborhood? Do I want to be in a certain area? What is it that you want to target? And once you identify, okay, I want to have this price point, what are the things that are selling in that price point? Once you identify that, then go in there and find a couple of things out about your target market. Is there a dominant player? Is there somebody that does over 20% of the market? Also, is there someone in there that has been doing this for a long time? It's going to be more difficult for you to break into that market when they're there. You want to make sure that there's enough turnover in there. Is your effort, the time you're going to spend, the money you're going to spend, is there enough of a margin there to make sure that that time and effort will have a return? Make sure you've got enough sales there. Also, once you've identified the area, now, how are you going to become the expert? Because that's the second step. Become the expert in that neighborhood. I love what Glenda Baker, I was at a conference this past week out in Omaha, Nebraska. Glenda Baker did a presentation where she was talking about how she broke into one of her biggest farm areas. And what she did is she did a couple of things. She knew that she had to know the market better than anyone else. So every place that was on the market, she asked and requested to be able to go and do a preview of the house. Now, she didn't just do a quick walkthrough and look around and say, oh, this is nice. She made detailed descriptions of everything that set that home apart. She looked at over 40 houses. When she found those houses that she knew everything about them, it's very easy for her to speak on those houses. So now when someone asks her about a house, she can say, oh yeah, that's the house that's this. And that house has this feature and this feature, and it compares to this house. Then as the sales began to come, she knew everything about the houses that had sold. She knew everything about the houses on the market. She was the expert in that neighborhood. Now, the second thing she did is she just decided she was going to be a part of that neighborhood. She would go and she would actually park her car every afternoon. She had a baby at that time, and she would put that baby in the stroller and she would stroll around that neighborhood and just say, hey, how you doing? Introducing herself to people. She became, every afternoon, she got involved. I like to put it this way. You got to be in the water to catch the wave. You got to be where those owners are. What are you doing? Are you a part of that neighborhood? Could you have the opportunity to go in to ask to see if you could sponsor an HOA event for the neighborhood? How could you get involved where you could be a part of the community? You could then have the ability to share your expertise with those homeowners. The last part is what are you going to do strategically to market to that neighborhood? I love what Tom Ferry, he did a video where he used some specific targeted types of marketing pieces that are scheduled out. And it was basically on a 3-month time period. And the collateral he used was our friend Tom Toole. And what he did was he said, okay, well, there's going to be 3 different months and we're going to repeat this over and over for the year. The first month, what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to give an update on all of the sales, pendings, and those that have come on the market in the last 90 days. Give a complete idea of the market. Sellers want to know the information, especially those that are considering selling. So those owners, they want to know what's happening sales-wide in the neighborhood. So first month, you're going to send that one. That piece is going to be a postcard. It's going to be a mailer. It's going to just say what the activity was. Second month, that's the month that you're going to do kind of a little bit of a brag. Maybe these are all the houses that I sold. Or maybe it's this house just went under contract. And we had this house listed and it went under contract in so many days. This is kind of a little bit of a brag, but still giving information on what's going on. And then on the third month, you're going to basically just back off the sales cycle a little bit, and you're just going to get them kind of an update on what's coming. You want to be the resource in this one. This is one where you talk about this month, or in the next 3 months, here's the activities that are coming. This date, this will be this festival. This date, this will be this thing going on in the neighborhood. Give them the information that they want to know about what's going on in the neighborhood. And then when you get to the 4th month, rinse and repeat. Come back to the front. Start with that. Rotate every 3 months with that cycle. What we're seeing is when you do that, the consistency of it is what's critical. Make sure that you're committed to doing a year's worth of mailers to that neighborhood. So if you'll find this place, you'll find the right target market, if you'll get involved in the neighborhood and understand the market, be as competent and confident in your competence, you're gonna see that you're gonna start getting results. Then you gotta be in the water to catch the wave. You've gotta find ways to be active in that targeted community. And then strategically put your marketing plan together. If you do these things, there's no doubt that you're gonna be able to move your average price up to the level you want it to be. I hope this is helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.